All right. Yo. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Sorry, my laptop is acting the fool right now.
You're good.
All right. Okay, there we go.
You good.
Yo. What's going on? Chiefs Kingdom.
Let me see. Is there something? Oh, we might have to try that. Uh-oh. We might be having audio issues. Yeah, we might be having audio issues, P. All right, yeah, now you're on mute. Sorry, y'all. This is first time in. I wish I could help out. There's a little bit of. Yeah, your mic's off, bro. So just give us 1 second, bro. Just gotta get his off of there. Just give him a second, y'all. Give us a second. We over here trying to get some technical issues going on. We're about to get this figured out. All right, yeah, P. Leave the studio and come right back. So just basically refresh. Yeah, we're trying to get everything set up, y'all. Give us just 1 second. There we go. Sorry, y'all. We just trying to get some stuff together. Trying to get everything getting right back to it. Just give us 1 second. You're gonna get everything right back. Give us 1 second. Give us a second, and then we'll go ahead and put out the post saying that we're live. So just give us 1 second. P's on his way back in. He's just having some audio connection, some technical issues. Give us 1 second. P should be on his way back in. Let me get this. Hold on. P's not back in just yet. Give him 1 second. Give him 1 second, y'all. Give him 1 second. All right, so give us 1 second. He's about to get back in. Let me trying to get everything figured out. Give us 1 second. We're trying to get everything figured out. So don't give up on us just yet, Chuck. Just don't give us on us just yet. So yeah, just give us 1 second. Appreciate y'all showing up, pulling up to the episode. My boy P-Mac gonna be right back in here. Just give us 1 second. If y'all haven't already, well, if you're on YouTube, say what's up. Give us a like, give us a follow, or a subscription. My bad. Follow, subscription. I'm so used to this Twitter. Give us a follow, give us a subscribe, give us a like, let us know. We got a very interesting episode coming up here in just a second. P-Mac got a lot of stuff that he's got going on. So, yeah, just give us just one little bit of a second. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me text him, see if he's good. Give us 1 second. I'm just checking in on him, making sure he's got it. Give us 1 second. All right, he should be pulling back up here in just a second. Give him 1 second. He's back in here. Just give him 1 second, get situated and get everything ready. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're good now, Matt. You good?
Man.
I know. Hey.
I hate this laptop, bro. I'm gonna get a new laptop, man. Sorry, everybody, for that long intro. DG, thank you, bro. And I'm sorry, y'all. But here we go. Welcome to episode 2 of the McGruder Files, presented by Kast. And I'm here joined by my host, actually by my guest tonight, my guy who's part of the Kast family. I was happy to bring on tonight. You might know him from the Redshirt podcast. My guy, Trey, known as at Way 816.
816, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. I appreciate you for wanting me on the episode. I think it's gonna be a good show. Very happy to be on here, and then happy to help make more Chiefs content with you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's get you right. Might have to connect to the phone, brother. Might have to do the phone. Wi-Fi stuck. All right, just give us a second. This has been a rough little minute. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, he getting it figured out. He getting it figured out. It was 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. We ain't trying to. I know it's looking bad right now, but we good. We good. P probably about to flip over to his phone. So just give us 1 second. So Trying to see if he can get over to his phone, see if that probably works out better than it would if he uses other stuff. If y'all haven't already, number one, let us know how's your day going. Hopefully y'all having a great day. We got a great weekend coming up. So if y'all are absolutely, I'm gonna go ahead and do our little plug-in. We'll just do it multiple times if need be. If y'all haven't already, y'all, full season, sports season is in full swing. We got a lot of things going on. We got the potential last game of the WNBA finals happening right now. You got NFL is fully kicked off. MLB playoffs is about to hit as teams are getting ready for the championship series. NBA season is about to happen, guys. We are about to be in full swing. Actually, NHL hockey. Sorry, I'm not gonna forget about NHL. Guys, there's a lot of sports going on. Okay. A lot of things kicking off, a lot of things are going, and a lot of things are getting good. So now will be a very good time for you guys to download Underdog. Underdog, when you join Underdog and you use promo code KingdomCast, you use our name KingdomCast on your promo code when you first log in or you first join Underdog. You can change a $5 deposit and you'll get $50 back. So that's a plus fun. You get $45 in bonus bets and free bets just by using our code word, our promo code KingdomCast. Guys, I'm telling y'all this right now. This is where that time. I'm gonna tell y'all this. NBA is where sometimes a lot of people make their money. And it might be that time where you start making your money as well. NFL season as well is another thing. Hey, if you feel like Mahomes, you feel like 15 has a very favorable matchup where he might hit for over 200 yards or he might throw for 2-something touchdowns, or you got a guy like Tyquan Thornton or you got a guy like Juju who you think is going to have a great game, hey, man, I'm just letting you know that now. Why not put a little bit of bread on and make a little cheese back? Hey, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. We get into that point. Look, Thanksgiving coming up, Halloween. We know y'all gonna be spending money on candy. Y'all spending money on costumes. Y'all be spending a little bit of cheddar. So I mean, you might as well just help us out and let us help you out by using promo code KingdomCast, so you can go ahead and get your deposit $5, guys. And then $5 measly little dollars. Y'all ain't gonna use that much. What you gonna use it on? You gonna use it on a meal at a McChicken meal over at McDonald's? Just deposit that little $5. You're gonna get 45 back. If your first 5 don't hit, guess what? You got 40 more to go. So why not do us a favor, man? Show us some love. Let us show you some love by going ahead, downloading that app. Download Underdog. Use promo code KingdomCast. I'm telling y'all this right now. Me right now, I'm looking at it. I done hit off a Thursday night football. You know what I'm saying? Cam Scatterboo hit for me and got me a little bit of cheddar. Let him help you guys. Let Pat and all the NFL guys help you get a little cheddar. So use that Kingdom code KingdomCast.
All right.
There you go. See if that one works.
All right. I'm gonna say forget the script on the laptop. I'm just gonna do it from my phone. So forget it, man.
Facts. Hey, that's how you do it.
Anyway, man, let's just get on it. The Chiefs, as you guys know, we had just a terrible way to end the game on Monday Night Football, as it was gut-wrenching, lost 31-28, slip up on Monday Night Football. We had them until we didn't. So, Trey, let's just get on into the new segment recapping this game. We lost a heartbreaker on Monday, falling to the Jags 31-28 in a back-and-forth battle that came down to the final seconds. Trailing by 3 points, just over 8 minutes remaining in the game, our QB Mahomes managed to have a 12-play, 86-yard scoring drive that's finished that drive off with a Kareem Hunt touchdown. The series, which ate up over 6 minutes of the clock, put the Chiefs in front by 4 points with 1 minute and 45 seconds in regulation. Until Harrison Butker decided to kick the ball out of bounds and set him in perfect field position. And the Jaguars connected on multiple third downs on the series, including a 33-yard strike from Trevor Lawrence to Brian Thomas. That was a beauty that moved the ball to the Chiefs' 24-yard line. And as the Chiefs nearly had an opportunity to close out the series and to end the game, Brian Cook had picked off Lawrence, but a pass interference penalty wiped out the takeaway thanks to Shamari Connor, and instead setting up Trevor Lawrence, a.k.a. Sunshine's go-ahead scoring scramble on a snap that looked reminiscent of Andrew Luck against the Colts years ago. And it was heartbreaking to see that. And it was one of the 13 penalties, along with the 4 from special teams on KC, which built a 14-point lead early in the game, but allowed Jacksonville to come up with 21 unanswered points between the second and third quarters. And then there was that final touchdown drive for them. But the one that really set this game for where they felt they had to come back was that 99-yard interception return touchdown by linebacker Devin Lloyd, Kansas City, Missouri native Devin Lloyd, picking off Patrick Mahomes and returning it 99 yards. So that takeaway pushed Jacksonville ahead for the first time all night late in the third quarter. But you got to give it up for guys like Trent McDuffie, who picked off Trevor Lawrence as well. And that was the things that set that go-ahead touchdown for Hunt. But it wasn't until, Bucker messed it up. And then Connor, on that last drive, looked bad. So Lawrence's efforts dealt KC a loss, which the Chiefs racked up 476 yards of offense, almost 500 yards, but ultimately came up short on the scoreboard. Now we will aim to get back on track for Sunday Night Football against Jared Goff and the Lions. So what's your thoughts from that game?
I think that game was one of those games where you go up 2 scores, you get the ball to start second half. If you even put 7 on the board, you're essentially taking them out of the game. Even if you put 3 on the board, my apologies. If you put 3 on the board, you make it 17-0. It's a whole different ball game. I thought that we played honestly, I thought that we played probably arguably one of our best halves as a team coming into that. Right. And then it just kind of everything else just kind of debacle. I think that it's just. I know a lot of people are going to call for Shamari Connor's head, which I do agree. I mean, I'm not going to agree with it, but I do understand why. Because Shamari had multiple opportunities where he could have made a play, or he could have been set up, or he could have set up a teammate for that opportunity. But I think that was the game where we literally gave Jacksonville the win. No disrespect to Jacksonville, but we gave them that game.
We did.
Yeah.
No lies to take there, but I mean, we really, really, really gave them that game.
When you're a team and you spot your opponent 21 points, you're going to lose a game. We had multiple opportunities where we could have gotten more than 1 interception on them. One of them, Drew Tranquil got in the way off of a potential Nick Bolton game, which I thought if there was anything, the way that was looking like, Nick was probably going to be player of the game of this one. But, I mean, there's certain aspects. You look at it, the guys that if you were to blame, of course, people are going to blame because what you said, because you can't kick the ball out of it. Even if you kick the ball and they return it to the 40, that's 5 seconds. That's 5 valuable seconds taken off the time clock. Harrison kicking it straight out of bounds, that was just absolutely devastating. I think that Shamari Connor, again, as a DB, when that ball is in the air and somebody's sitting over there saying, hey, there's ball up in the air, you have to turn your head around. Especially when you have referees, especially on the back end judge. The back end judge is trying to see if you're playing for the ball or you're playing for the man. And the dead giveaway is, do you have your head turned around? If you don't have your head turned around, they're going to call a penalty. So.
Absolutely. And that's where I'm at there with you, man. I mean, just simply turn your head around. Use your hands, man. You can get handsy a bit, especially if you're trying to use whatever to your advantage to get something a little early and then leave it alone after that. But it's come on, man. Cook, when I saw him get that interception, I was about to get so excited. There's that girl, the guy who I said was reminding me a little like Earl Thomas there, but Shamari just screwed it there. And D-Mac, our guy, said it best, man. Bucker and Connor screwed us that on that last drive, and it was just heartbreaking, bro. And you got to take accountability.
Yeah. Oh, he disconnected. I will say this as well. As everything was setting up and setting over, as I was looking at that whole situation. Oh yeah. Yeah. Signal bad over there, my boy. But I was gonna say this is like, as you were alluding to, a lot of this situation,
you know.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I definitely agree. I think that the number one situation of this whole game was mainly because of the fact that we had a lot of guys who, I'm not gonna say gave up on that game, but I was just gonna say this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me try and see if P gonna get his stuff together. I think that a lot of this kind of stems from the whole thing of where a lot of guys, they try and sit over there and they try and do what they got to do. I'm gonna be very much so calling out. There you go. Your signal's back. You're back. You good now?
Right.
There we go. There you go. You're good. There we go. You're good. I think.
My screen frozen?
Nah, you're good now. Yeah, you should be.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, man. I don't know what. Okay.
There you go.
All right, good. So yeah, man. Okay. It was like, yeah, bro. Am I still buffering?
No, you're not. It's just more like you're delayed.
Oh, come on.
I can hear you. It's just, again,
Can you still
the
hear?
delivery is a little bit
me?
delayed. That's all. I can see and hear you, but it's just like,
gosh, man, what?
Yeah, I know.
All right, man. Let's just go keep on pushing, man, and just get on with it. But yeah, like it's like what you said about Shamari and those guys. It's just about making sure they do their part the next time. But hey, you brought up Drew Tranquil, and I'm gonna mention him part of this next segment. And the next segment is despite the loss, there were some guys that stood out in the game. So I want to just basically mention my guys that I feel like who stepped up in the game that could have been a big reason why we won. Normally, like last week, I did my players of the game from offense and defense. I'm going to mention two guys on offense that really stood out to me in the game, and it's part of the reason why the offense really clicked. I thought Josh Simmons and Kingsley Suamataia, they did their part in that game, man. I mean, illness or not, Simmons was just dominant, bro. Both him and Suamataia are improving each week, giving Mahomes the ability and the comfort up front. And the biggest, and that major question that we headed into the season is like, is the left side going to be all right? It looks all right to me. So, and they made Mahomes look good, give him enough time to find those guys, whether it was Worthy or whether it's Kelsey or Thornton, those guys on that left side, it starts with them because, left tackle is one of the most important positions in all of football. And I used to play that back in high school as well. So that's why I'm happy for those two guys. I mean, I would choose Worthy. I would choose Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, the duo that looked good out there. But I'm just got to go with my offensive line pick. And my defensive player of the game, of course, I already mentioned him, my guy, McDuffie. McDuff, one could argue that nobody was more consistent out there. Well, if it wasn't Nick Bolton, it would be McDuffie, bro. I mean, 3 pass breakups, that pick against Jacksonville, that was a big part there, and they did really, really well. And before I go into the guys that needs to step up, who are your 2 players from the game? One from offense and one from defense.
A guy that has already become such a fan favorite so quickly on the offensive side of the ball, I would definitely say is Tyquan Thornton. He was a guy that really stepped up for us numerous of times. I think that he's made way to where the Chiefs are going to want to potentially sign him to an extended contract after this season. I think that he's actually got to be my guy on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go ahead and just go with the guy that I know that I was going to say for the whole most of the part, which is Nick Bolton. I think a lot of thing about it is that me personally, I've been vouching for this man, not just because he's a Missouri Tiger, but he is a guy that me personally, when he plays and when you see him and he's healthy, he makes such a big difference for us. And then when he does not play, you can clearly see where he's missing at. He's really commanded our defense well. I think that he's commanded how the Chiefs have played defensively well. I think that that's the thing about it is when we look at who are the defensive leaders in each position group, you got McDuffie, who's shown up to be the leader in the cornerback room. I think that we're still starting to see that Jaden Hicks is going to be the guy in the safety room. Nick is the leader in the linebacker. Him and Drew are both co-leaders in the linebacker room. And you would say that the leader on the defensive line room has got to be Chris. So I think that especially with Nick playing how he's been playing, I think that those 2 guys were definitely going to be my player of the games. My good performance for the Chiefs.
That's definitely good, man. That's definitely good. And with that being said, despite those guys being the stars of the game, and they could have been the reason why we won the game, these guys who I'm going to bring up, 3 key people is part of the same segment, but instead of talking about players of the games, 3 guys who need to step their game up, whether it's the players or even a coach, staff member, or whoever it is. I'm sorry, and we're saying this with love, but you guys got to step up because y'all played a big part in this. I'm going to start with number 1 person who needs to step their game up. Uncle Dave told the penalties were brutal, man. 2 holding calls on Jack Cochran, who was, oh my gosh, just terrible. An illegal block on my guy Nico Remigio, man. Then the killer, Harrison Butker's out of bounds kickoff that set up Jacksonville for the game-winning drive. I mentioned on my show last week with Chuck when I was in Nebraska for my hotel, and I said special teams was going to play a big role in this game. If you guys saw how they dominated against the 49ers, special teams played a big role for them in winning that game against the 49ers. And I felt it would play a big role against us in this game here too. Not just returning the kicks, but also fielding your punts, making sure that you knock down all your kicks, man. And we just didn't take advantage, and those penalties just really killed us, man. So Uncle Dave needs to step up. Number 2, one of the guys that you mentioned early, Drew freaking Tranquil, a.k.a. Carlton being mad at the pass at the Will thing. You saw the end of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the episode when Will was scoring all the points and he had the opportunity to take the game with a shot, but Carlton tried to take it away from Will and then airballed that mug. I'm sorry. Drew was on that, man, just like A.J. Brown was last week. Well, this past Sunday against the Broncos. But anyway, the Chiefs linebackers largely played it very, very well. They dominated. They would have been one of the biggest reasons why we won the game. Tranquil made some plays, a tackle for a loss, a pass breakup that forced the punt, consistent, very consistent, active around the football. It might have been fine, but there were those couple of key plays that was the momentum shift because of what Tranquil did. One came on what should have been an interception, as you mentioned, by Nick himself. But it was almost like, my ball, my ball, my ball. No, dude. Let your guy catch it. They don't do that in baseball. They don't fight for the ball when the ball is a fly out, When you know that your teammate is going to get his hands on that ball, let him get it. The other was on the final touchdown when he and Jerry Tillery ran into each other, allowing Trevor Lawrence to escape. Can't do that, buddy. And then last but not least, Shamari Connor. Yes, you, sir. Especially who caused that penalty, defensive pass interference at the end of the freaking game. I mean, it's crazy and puzzling that Noah Williams only played 3 snaps last game, but he's the number 1 rated rookie cornerback in the league, according to Pro Football Focus. Whether people like PFF or not, he game recognized game. Why don't you put a guy who's like McDuffie, but a little bigger on the opposite side of him instead of using Shamari Connor? Then you also got Jaden Hicks, as you mentioned. When I look at Jaden reminds me of a mixture of Cam Chancellor, but with speed, but a mixture of Cam and Derwin James. He's that Swiss Army knife, especially from the safety role, especially you put him in the box. Just let him play lights out, man. It was hard. It's hard to fault Connor, right, for being in that position. But when the ball was in the air, you got to know where it's at and where it's located. As you mentioned, turn your head, and he didn't. That final drive alone, I think it was on that deep pass that Thomas caught. That was Connor. And oh my gosh, and him pushing Brian Thomas in the end zone that led to that interception that could have been Cook's. Just a killer, man. You can't do that. These guys are studs in our book still. They can still do stud-like things. One bad night doesn't define them. The film room awaits. Let's see the fire against Detroit, guys. That's why I mention you guys. So who are your guys out there that you want to mention?
I think that the guys that I need to really point at is on the offensive side of the ball. I think that the main issue for me has just been, I don't know if I can really blame anybody on the offensive side of the ball. I think there was probably a couple times where it's like, you can blame a receiver for dropping a pass. I don't think that I can point at anybody on the offense side, because offense, as what you said, totaled almost 500 total yards of offense. If anybody in the world who has that, anybody who tells you that you can accumulate 500 total yards and you still lose, it's got to be on the defense. So the guys that I'm really gonna have to take a look at and say that you're like, I'm not gonna say that you're the fault, but you really are the fault. Number one's got to be the guy I said was supposed to be the defensive leader on the defensive side of the ball, Chris Jones. There's a guy that, especially if you're talking about in this situation, if you tell me that in a game where where Trevor Lawrence was giving us passes, he was going to throw at least 1 to 2 interceptions. Chris was not dominant in any shape or form. I'm not going to give him the out of the personal reasons. I do understand it, but you're going to have to still show up and play. The other guy that I'm going to give a lot of criticism to, Jalen Watson, because especially in that last drive, Jalen Watson was very pivotal because Trevor Lawrence threw back-to-back passes, one to Brian Thomas Jr., which we talked about. Jalen was in coverage for that. He was over it. He he got beat to the outside to the outside hash, and he made that play. Then they came back around, and I think that was to Travis Hunter, which Travis Hunter was doing his thing, and he did what he needed to do. I think Jalen Watson was on that other one. And I mean, I think that Brian Cook had a great game. I think that, I mean, of course, Shamari is going to be the guy that we're going to talk about a lot because of the fact that Shamari had multiple opportunities. Shamari, again, you have to, I don't know how many people can stress it enough because this is stuff that you're teaching kids in high school to do. You have to turn your head around. If you do not turn your head around and it makes it look like makes it look like you're trying to make a play on the receiver instead of the ball, they're going to call it 99.9% of the time out of 10. I mean, I think that especially that. I think that a lot of the things is I think on Minihue, he showed up one time, but for the most part, this defensive line just wasn't really able to do what I expected them to do, which is, I mean, if you can even cause pressures, even if you can get a quarterback off of his timing, that makes a huge difference in itself. But if you're not getting home and you're not getting to the quarterback consistently, then you're not really setting things up. As what you alluded to, the thing that caused him to score. He drops, he goes down on a knee. You got two guys going inside contained. You're leaving the outside wide open. And then if you got a corner who's over there trying to play man-to-man and you're playing man coverage, there's nobody to accumulate for the quarterback. So, I mean, this is just a whole bunch of things. I think that Harrison Butker, that's something that we've been talking about all season long, not just with him kicking on kickoffs now, but on field goal attempts, which is he seems like, we don't know if it's the new tactic. We don't know if it's because of the fact that he's more taking a business decision instead of trying to play for us. It seems to me like at times Harrison Butker is not showing to be that expensive kicker, the highest paid kicker in the league, like what we paid him to be. It's depressing, P-Mac. I ain't gonna lie. It is.
It is, dude. I'm not gonna lie there with you, man. I mean, Butker, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't care about politics and all this other stuff. I respect everybody's political side. It doesn't matter, and I'm not gonna go there. But I will just say it like this: whenever you decide to put yourself in a situation, no matter whatever it is, be ready for the consequences, whether it's good or it's bad. Yeah. So don't be surprised if some of the stuff that you said outside of football has come back to haunt you. Just like some of the stuff that Kelsey probably have done outside dealing with Taylor is probably come back to affect him. Maybe it's to remind y'all that you guys are still football players. Play the game. Do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Or better yet, you need somebody who's like Marlon from him, who basically would say, get your shit together.
Yeah.
For real. No. I'm like that. What dude right there? Like, you already know what you signed up for, dude. Yes, you know, but just gotta take advantage of the opportunities, man. That's basically all it is. Just
we do so much. Go ahead. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. I was just gonna say we do so much when we talk about other people's in other fields. And we talk about how much that they do and they say whatever they want to say and it takes them off and they do what they. But the thing about it is when it gets to a point to where if you're not able to reconcile, if you're not, even if forget like whatever the off field, if we're paying you a certain amount of money, you're at a job and you're paying real good money. You're paying more money than probably what some of your coworkers can pay.
You are the highest paid kicker in all of football.
Exactly. If you're I'm not going to just point out Jawan Taylor because Jawan Taylor didn't play bad. He didn't play bad on Monday night. But when you're the top tackle, if you're still the top right tackle, being highest paid tackle in the league as well, when you're having a lot of things correlate and we're not feeling like we're getting the most bang for our buck, you shouldn't be getting mad at us, or you shouldn't be getting mad at your higher ups if they're probably saying we might not want to bring you back because you're going to ask for a lot and the benefits, the highs, the lows ain't really matriculating enough. I'm feeling that way towards Harrison Butker. I mean, I don't know if it's age. I don't know if it's kicking mechanisms again. I don't know if his mechanics just changed a lot. Peanut, I'm with you. Get your shit together, because if you don't get your shit together, we can go find another kicker. You've seen a lot of these teams who are starting to draft kickers. Get your shit together, else we might have to go draft somebody to take your spot. That's just how. Case in point. So
I'm there with you, bro. I am there with you. So as we get ready for the final segment, oh man, we got the Lions coming up this week. And as you probably heard, there are a lot of injuries going on there with the Lions. And I mean, you hear about Kirby Joseph, you heard about Terrin Arnold. I mean, they look banged up coming into this game. And of course, every episode I'm going to finish off, especially during the regular season, like 3 keys to victory for us to definitely take care of these teams and what we have to do. So I feel like I'm going to start with controlling control the trench war, the line of scrimmage. Starts with the hogs up front, our guys, offense and defense. Just like what you mentioned, Chris Jones, it's time for Chris to step his game up. If you remember the last time we played the Lions, it started with him sitting up there in that booth with the Kast brothers, one Kast brother on each side of him. Kelsey didn't play that game either, but it starts with that line of scrimmage up front with those guys. And also, Aleem McNeil, I think one of their best nose tackles, is out for this game. So we should take full advantage of their defensive line. It's time for, and then also you got Kingsley going against his cousin, Penei Sewell. So that's going to be an interesting battle. And I think they're going to, try to elevate each of their teams, especially Kingsley, because this means a big deal to him. I'm looking at him this Sunday. I think he's consistently going on the right upward spiral towards being a proven left guard in the NFL. Also showcasing his versatility. I feel like also part of that controlling the trenches aspect is also having to stop them, because they sacked Lamar 7 times on Monday Night Football, and we can't allow that to happen to Mahomes. So it starts with that. Key number 2, I think we should do like what we did over the last 2 weeks involving Kareem and Pacheco even more. Keep feeding those guys. Run the ball on Detroit, especially now McNeil is out. And then also you take advantage of the members of their secondary. You'd rather get them in the passing game, because I feel like getting that run game going would definitely open up things for our offense. We already got Worthy, who is healthy. I mean, he didn't practice yesterday, but today he practiced, so he's good to go, which is the great sign that you want right there. Because like I mentioned, on the last 2 shows, actually my first episode last week, but also on Chuck and Country Show, that Worthy's presence alone opens up the offense, whether you get him involved or not. But I just love seeing him and Thornton clicking. So I feel like just getting those guys involved, touching the ball, no turnovers. I know Mahomes will make a better decision next time he's in that position again. And he just got to take advantage of that. And last but not least, Dave told special teams, get back to playing your game. I'm calling out special teams again. Special teams, they got to do their job. Harrison Bucker, make your kicks. Uncle Dave, make sure the guys are in perfect position. If Jack is out there, tell Jack stop holding. Simple fundamentals. If you had to go back to all the fundamentals, just as simple as that. So before I go on and close the show, but I'm gonna do the ad. You got any keys to victory for Sunday for us, bro?
I think that a lot of the things for the Chiefs way, our biggest issue has been us not taking advantage of the opportunities. I think one of the biggest key games, especially if we're going off of especially off the injury report, there's no guarantee that we're going to see Brian Branch or Kirby Joseph. But if there's an opportunity where even one of those two are gone, you have to make sure that your receivers are on the same page. I think that now would be a good time where you want to feature Jalen Royals a little bit more. I get it. He's playing in that Juju role, but I mean, at this point, you want to be able to get it to where your offense and your receivers are starting to get ready as we're getting ready to get Rasheed back, because you're only this is the last week. This is the last week without Rasheed. So now would be a good time, especially if there's no corners out there. They're already down Terrion Arnold. They're very banged up in that secondary. I mean, you want to keep consistency, but you want to keep somewhat of a balance. But hey, I'm okay with you throwing a little bit more, because if you're gonna torturize an inexperienced, banged up secondary, take full advantage. My second, I would definitely say my second key to a victory: defensive line. I need you intact, and I need you on the same page at all times. Jared Goff is not a running quarterback. He does not run all that frequently. Please get home to him, because we already know I have full expectation that Amon-Ra St. Brown will be playing on Sunday. So do whatever you need to do to make sure that you are knocking Jared Goff off of his rhythm and making him throwing errant throws. Because the thing about it is that I expect them that they're going to be trying to go to Sam Laporta a lot. You're going to have to. I need Jerry Tillery. I need Mike Dana. I need Derek Nottie. I need Chris Jones. I need George Karlaftis especially. And I need Charles Omenihu. I need those guys who are playing primarily in our front line to make sure that they're getting at home. Because if they're not, it's going to be a long day. Those two are definitely the top two. I say if there's anything else, back end wise, this goes to Andy Reid and Spagnuolo. Take a chance on Noel Williams this week. Take a chance. Let him play more slaps.
Yes.
Please let him play more snaps. I'm okay with it. Even if you line him up against Amon-Ra, you have two guys who can play physical with him and that can stay in his inner hip pocket and make plays on it. I don't need to see Shamari. I don't have no beef with Shamari, but right now I think that this week needs to be a Noel Williams week. This needs to be a Noel Williams or Chris Roland Wallace week. So,
Rolly, CR Dub, baby. Yes, I love that guy, man. I wanted to mention too, before we do this ad and we can close out, Christian Roller Wallace. If you watch his game, look at his measurables and even his speed, he runs a 4.64. There's one cornerback who ran that same speed, Josh Norman. That's why I was like, yo, imagine if Josh Norman from 2015 played in the slot. That's what I feel like you would get from Christian Roland Wallace. Even if you put him on the outside, he's a technician. There's a difference between athletes and technicians. And I would want to roll with the technician because that guy, he can ball. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to mention to everybody, sorry about how this episode went out, especially with my laptop and how I was acting. But before we get out of here, I just wanted to get a word from our sponsors. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Before we close out, I just want to mention about there's still the thing that's going on in October, which are October picks, especially if you're going to take on Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate spot to crush those parlays. It's stack that cash while backing your squad up. You know, October is Boost Over Unlimited. Even every single day this month, you get 30% profit boost on any parlay you drop. That's right. I mean, this coming Sunday, Mahomes lighting up the Detroit Lions like he lit up Jacksonville last week, scoring a touchdown run and, throwing one to Kelsey. Boosted. Kareem Hunt scoring 2 of those touchdowns. Like, could he do it again this Sunday? Boosted. I mean, my Jayhawks having an opportunity to try to beat Texas Tech tomorrow. Boosted. But anyway, though, just stack them up, man. Just watch those payouts explode. Live that Chiefs Kingdom high. You know what I mean? Head to Underdog Fantasy right now and just head over there right now. Lock in that edge with promo code Kingdom Kast. Kingdom Kast, KINGDOM KAST. Excuse me.
There you go.
All Kingdom Kast, all bold letters. Just put that code in. Sorry, I don't have the little thing on there right now. I'm gonna work on getting together and getting myself better at this because this is my first time ever doing my own live stream episode. And hey, you get better with knowledge. It's your ticket to unlimited boost and nonstop action if you go to Underdog. Don't sleep on download the app, enter Kingdom Kast, where the boost never stop, neither does the fun.
Never does.
You got anything that you want to tell the audience about what you're doing next?
Yeah, we can definitely do it. Doing up again after this weekend happens. Tomorrow is going to be a very exciting week. Very exciting week of college football. Like what you said, your Kansas Jayhawks are taking on the Texas Tech Raiders in Lubbock. We got a lot of other good games going on, especially we're starting off from 11 o'clock all the way to the end. I know for certain you have Ohio State, who is on the road to Illinois. That's going to be a great game. I think this week also is Oregon and Indiana are facing head-to-head in Autzen Stadium. Missouri and Alabama, Mizzou versus the Crimson Tide in Columbia. We have a lot of great games, especially this is Red River rivalry week. So you got Texas, Oklahoma. You got a lot of great games going on. You got a lot of teams who are really fighting for their last opportunity to make the college football playoff or making a chance to somewhat salvage their season. This is the time where you're going to start to see teams start to get a little bit more desperate than others. You got Colorado who's trying to make a big upset on Iowa State at Folsom Field in over at Colorado. So I mean, this is the kind of the time where you're going to see a lot of teams go there. Once all those games are being played, me and my good brother DG, we talk about it every Wednesday night at 6:00. Right on this same type of platform. So we got that. Tell the Truth always on Tuesdays. WWE and everything else happens on Monday with Country. Wednesdays is us. Thursdays is Kingdom Kast itself, and then Friday, get right back here with my boy B-Mac, man. We're gonna get right back where we're gonna talk about the Chiefs and Lions game. But yeah, this is gonna be a very loaded week for us.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I also want to mention, guys, sorry about how this stream all went and everything, but at least we got it done. The show must go on, as they always told me. Shout out to DG, bro. You the homie, bro. I'm definitely get him on this episode with us one of these days soon, or I'm about to get on Tell the Truth or y'all show Redshirt, man. So we chop this up because I like to talk a little college football. Maybe, when that time comes, especially when the next 2026 draft comes. But on a serious note, before I end this episode, I want to send my heart goes out to the family of Monica Davison, my dear friend, who passed away this past week. I know she's looking down right now. She's smiling. And my heart goes out to her two daughters and her son, her mom and her father, Mr. D and Miss Deborah. Hope you guys are watching. And I dedicate this episode to her. And Chiefs Kingdom, get ready for Sunday. Bring the noise. We Arrowhead to get loud. Let's rock it, baby. So
let's do it.
That's my guy Trey right there. And